Hi, everybody. It's great to be here. Thanks for spending the time to hear a little bit about Number26. So I have a 27-page slide deck, and I just heard we only have 7 minutes, so I'll skip all the sort of introductory slide. I think we all agree that challenger banks, as they were called this morning, like us or some other competitors, they have their right of existence, and then I'll just jump right into our product and what we actually do. So I'll just go through this very quickly. This was too fast. I want to start here. I want to start with this gentleman. So Number26 is really a customer-focused company. So we start with the customer, and this is all we think about. So we want to make the user experience for the customer as best as possible. So we're as probably a lot of startups, but we are inspired by this quote. You've got to start with the customer experience and work backwards to the technology, not the other way around. So based on this, we have built a product that is fully online. So we're an online bank. We're not even an online bank, we're a mobile-first bank. So we have a desktop version of Number26, but we're really focused on iOS and Android. So what makes us special? A lot of the challenger banks also have a quick sign-up, so we obviously have that too. We have a sign-up where you can, under German law, it takes 8 minutes. I heard in other jurisdictions it can be quicker, but it takes 8 minutes for us. It's fully online. There's not a single paper you need to fill in. You take a photo of your ID, you upload it, and you're done. In that second, more or less, you get the account open, and then 2 or 3 days later, you'll get your MasterCard on the back of it, so you can use it actually in the stores and so forth. Then another feature of ours, you can block and unblock your card real time. So I'm sure all of you know the situation where you've maybe come home after a good night or something, and the next morning you don't find your card, you don't know where you've put it. With our app, you can just unblock it until the time you found it, and then you can, you can block it, and then you can unblock it when you found it, hopefully a few minutes later, and you can just continue to use it versus report as stolen. Then also a feature that we have is what we call Money Beam. It's a quick version of sending money. So again, situation, you sit in a restaurant, you want to maybe share the bill, so one guy pays with a card and all the other guys can Money Beam the other person in real time the amounts that they owe him. Another feature of ours is also smart statistics. So similar to what we've just heard about Maniga, we are creating ourselves algorithms and so forth to give the user insightful statistics about their spending behavior, and then over time, as we grow and gather more data, more or less about someone's life. Because through the financial transactions, we can really monitor and see where people spent their money on what and so forth. And with that, we want to use smart pushes and sort of these contextual cards and so forth that we've already launched a prototype of to make banking as personable as possible for our users. Then next, we spoke about also this morning in one of the sessions about needing brick-and-mortar branches for banks. We at Number26 think that's not really a necessity. How do we solve the problem that you can put in and cash out money of your account? We work together with another startup that helps us deposit and withdraw money in more than 5,000 retail stores all over Germany. And this way we can actually replace the classical ATM and a branch network that costs a lot for banks these days. And also, it's more convenient. You can withdraw or deposit money while you're grocery shopping. You don't need an extra trek to your nearest ATM or whatever else. Then, what we also do, we start building products. So we don't only want to have like a sort of basic account with a few nice statistics. We also want to offer the user like really the full spectrum of features. So first integration we launched was with Transferwise earlier this year. We're now out of our account directly embedded into Number26. You can transfer money across the globe using Transferwise, all very neatly integrated into our app, into our user experience. So the client or our users, they see that it's powered by Transferwise, but they still feel that they're banked by Number26. Another product that we launched in December was the overdraft. So with this, you can get money real time in the store. You want to buy a pair of sneakers, you don't have money currently, you can draw an overdraft with real time risk scoring and get the money immediately. We have had very nice traction with our users. I encourage everybody in the room. Unfortunately, we are not live in the Netherlands yet, but if you live in Germany, Austria, France, Italy, Spain, or Ireland, please sign up. We've had 160,000 users so far, and they're very happy. So I'm going to skip this slide, just a little bit on strategy because I see I only have 1 minute left. Going forward, we want to become, so we started with Transferwise, we have this overdraft facility, we want to expand in many different areas of retail finance. So as future projects, we want to integrate savings investment partners into our platform that's similar to Transferwise. You can just quickly invest money through some partner in the background. You can invest in stocks, fixed income, and so forth. Same with other products, credit and loans, consumer credit, for example, insurance products, and so forth. Also venturing into the retail side of life, like with vouchers and so forth. So really building a complete product around our platform that is currently the current account and the 1 or 2 other features. And then last but not least, we are currently already live in 8 countries in Europe, and we want to scale further internationally and become a truly pan-European bank that offers the breadth of services that we're targeting through our FinTech hub in many different countries in Europe. And that is, time is over.
That's what I call German precision on timing. Not everybody's on time in Germany, by the way. I would like to ask the first question. On your very first slide, it said the smartphone bank. If I'm not completely wrong, you're using the license of another German bank. Mm-hmm. So you're not an own bank. You're using the license. Why are you putting bank on top of the first slide? Especially as you want to disrupt banking, you're one of the disruptors, and there have been some bugs in the past banking, so why are you using the term bank?
Good question. So we rely on a lot of important functionalities of our partner, which is Wirecard Bank, on the regulatory side, but also on the more operational core banking side and so forth. Nevertheless, towards our users, we are the user interface, the sliver of user interface towards our users and clients and so forth. We see ourselves as a bank at the end of the day. There is some legal regulatory implications of using the term bank, but I think in this audience it's fine.
Okay, thank you very much. Who wants to start?
So I mean, I can see you have like customers. How do you want to grow this? What is your go-to-market, your customer acquisition strategy?
So the nice thing about our app is it's actually we grow very strongly through organic channels. So we do paid marketing as well through various channels, but our key acquisition channel, if you can call it channel, is organic. So we really have this. The account is free, which is probably also helpful. But like users really like to use the product. They like to log in. They like to play around with it. They feel that they have an app that they can use frequently and that they enjoy using, and through this through the product itself, and we just managed to acquire like far more than 50% of all our users through organic channels, and you can see it. We as a team, we go for lunch in a restaurant, and on the table to the other side of us, there's 2 guys like showing each other our app. Have you seen? I've signed up to this new bank and so forth, and this is really how it goes for us.
What's the biggest challenge you have to face for your scaling up project across Europe? Is the different regulation that you have in different countries, or the fact that from the product point of view, you want to integrate several different products into your offer, and then you had to keep a lean user experience to your customers?
Agree. I think both points you mentioned are challenges with scaling. I mean, we're blessed to have many users that like us, but also like on the back of that, there is problems that come. So we, for example, scaling internationally, yes, the regulatory, we can passport the Wirecard license to many other countries. That is fine, but still there is little intricacies in each country. So on the regulatory front, we need to make sure we're fully compliant. And also in general, this is a product people care about their money. We can't afford to have any sort of mess ups and so forth. So that is definitely a focus or challenge for us. And the other thing also with our idea of this FinTech hub integrating many different partners across Europe, we need to make sure we stay lean. So we try to ideally work only with one partner per category that sort of scales with us. And we scale together throughout Europe. And also from the user experience, we need to make sure everything looks as neatly and nicely as it does currently. Also when we have like 10, 15 partners integrated.
Quick one. Yeah, you mentioned that, of course, you guys are in banking and you can't afford to screw up with clients. But as a startup, you must have made some mistakes along the way or found some big things that you would have done differently or learned from. Can you tell us about one or two cases?
Yeah, I think so far, thankfully, knock on wood, we have not had major mess-ups. We have the right legal counsel and team and advisors in place that help us. We have also Wirecard, who's obviously a very experienced player and helps us there. So we haven't had major challenges to date that I can mention or I can think of actually. And then I think but maybe that's a sort of different level. But in terms of scaling, things we need to cope with is if we scale internationally that quickly. We're currently based in Berlin. How do we make the rollout plans, like in terms of hiring, HR, and all these things? It's definitely a challenge to keep the company culture and everything together, and at the same time be close to local customers in the respective countries.
Okay, thank you very much. Unfortunately, time is up. Thank you very much, Nick. Please go.
Thank you.